mid-size sedan market is very crowded. Behind me, the Kia Optima Turbo, all new for 2016. Will I be impressed? Let's find out. It is all new on the outside, although initially it might be a bit tough to tell. But you can certainly see it in the front end, this one with a blacked out grille. And the back end, especially the taillight treatment, looks different. Note the dual exhausts. Nice. The large 18-inch wheels give it an aggressive stance, and there's no mistaking that it's a turbo. Overall, it's a nice, pleasing, and not too standoffish shape with just a little bit of aggression thrown in for good measure. The inside is also all new, this one outfitted in basic black. But the basic black does come with some red stitching, all power seats with lumbar support too. They're also heated and ventilated too, which is nice. Very supportive, I think a bit luxurious too, but most importantly, very comfortable over a long drive. The armrest gets matching red stitching, open it up, and you've got a removable tray up top, deeper storage here, and also a charger. Moving forward, you get two cup holders. Here you have your parking brake control, your heated and ventilated seats. The view button actually lets you take a look around the car, showing you not just your backup view, but an all-around view as well. And the angle for the steering wheel moves also to show you where you're headed. That's a nice touch too. Here you have the control for your heated steering wheel. And then your drive mode controls, which are Eco, Normal, and Sport. All self-explanatory. Here you have a storage tray on the right, your automatic transmission with Auto Eco system. It's a 6-speed. You can also shift it manually here, or using these paddle shifters on the steering wheel. More storage here with two chargers, an auxiliary in, and a USB jump drive in too. The climate control system, which has dual zone, is quite nice and easy to use. Above that, you have actual hand controls for the audio and radio settings. That's a nice touch. You have UVO here, which has been upgraded, and now there's safety features for your teenagers who drive. You can actually keep them in a certain location if you like. You can monitor their speed, and it also will give them a rating. Plus, now you get the ability to easily sync with your Droid or iPhone, and that's a great touch too. You get plenty of apps, and they can be controlled by voice right here on your steering wheel. Of course, you have Bluetooth control as well, and you also have smart adaptive cruise control on this side, plus this menu here, which basically gives you some useful information up front. Speaking of the steering wheel, it's sort of Audi shaped. I like that with the flat bottom there. The gauge cluster, very straightforward, very large tachometer there. And on the right, speedometer with fuel gauge as well. Pedals are very nicely set up, and you even have a dead pedal for resting over there. To the left of the steering wheel, you have your blind spot monitoring and also lane departure warning systems. You can turn them off if you like. I don't recommend it. On the door, you get two memory settings for the seat. Outside mirror control here, power locks and windows here, place to store your phone right here if you want, and more storage and a cup holder down here. The Harman Kardon stereo system sounds great. I think the interior, although it's in basic black here, does look nice. There's soft touch materials, and overall it's just a very nice look. Very polished, luxurious, but very easy to use, most importantly. Very large touchscreen that was super easy to go ahead and program on my favorites with Sirius Xm Radio, which I love, and just really a great interior, a lot of attention to detail, and really making it very intuitive for the driver and passenger. Out back, you also get controls for your heated seats, a little phone storage here, and also a cup holder and more storage down here. You get your own vent, a couple chargers, magazine storage here, and seating for 3 across, plus a nice window shade too. The trunk can certainly handle a nice long family road trip, and if you need more room, you can collapse the rear seats as well. Powering the Optima Turbo is a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine which makes 245 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. It's made it to a 6-speed auto with active ecosystem, and 0 to 60 takes 6.8 seconds with a top speed of 153 miles per hour. Fuel economy is rated at 22 miles per gallon in the city and 32 miles per gallon on the highway. You can expect 25 miles per gallon overall. The 2016 Kia Optima Turbo starts out at just under $30,000, $29,690 to be exact. But it does have the $4,800 SXT Premium Technology Package, which has HID headlights, panoramic sunroof, Harman Kardon premium sound, heated and ventilated front seats, power passenger seat with lumbar, heated outboard rear seats, front collision warning system, blind spot detection system, rear cross traffic alert, rear parking assist system, lane departure warning system, autonomous emergency braking system, advanced smart cruise control, surround view monitor, and overhead LED interior lighting. Now with all that plus destination, you're out the dealer door at $35,315. Now that's not cheap, but this Kia Optima is extremely packed with luxury and safety features as I just listed. It's really an incredible car, and it's been redesigned inside and outside. Now, what did the redesign give you? Well, it gave you a fresher look. Kia is concerned about their image. They want to look the part, and I think the Kia Optima here is a very polished looking car. It's not over the top, it's a bit understated, but that fits in well with the class. And in the class you have the big boys like the Toyota Camry, the Honda Accord, the Ford Fusion. Excellent cars, sure, but this Kia Optima certainly hangs with them. Now they've also tweaked the engines a bit and the suspension, and believe it or not, this Kia is actually slower than it was before. Now what they've done is they've sacrificed a bit of speed to give the Optima a more sophisticated ride. Now, if you listen, it's extremely quiet in the cabin, and they've actually made the engine a bit quieter even under hard acceleration. A true benchmark of luxury cars has always been how quiet the cabin is. And I must say, this Kia here is almost Lexus-like in its quietness. It's a very nice surprise. Kudos to Kia for that. In sport mode, shifting it yourself, which you can do with paddles or on the shifter, it's actually pretty lively when the turbo kicks in. Not as fast as the prior version, but still grips well. You can certainly tell what it's doing, although it is a bit lazy, the feel of the steering wheel, but still, it's a sedan made for the masses, so not bad at all. Checking out the night look here, and well, I've got to say, it's one of the areas that's a letdown for me on the Optima here. I like these colors here, but it's just too much red for me. I don't think red looks very luxurious. So that's the one area that I think needs a bit of improvement. Parking camera. The rear view camera is actually really nice. Definitely a great safety feature. Helps you park very well. And the sensors are good too. But also you get to check out the camera even if you're moving at a slow speed. So that's a pretty cool feature too. Checking out the blind spot monitoring there. As you can see, it lights up because there's something in my blind spot if I'm going to put the turn signal on. Well, it gives me an audible warning. Very nice safety feature. Now, I definitely cannot stand to be in traffic. I will change my schedule around so that I don't have to sit in traffic. But actually, I knew I was in for a bit of traffic today, and because I have the adaptive cruise control in this Kia Optima Turbo, I wasn't dreading it that much. I just set the cruise to 20 miles per hour, and look, traffic is stopping in front of me. No big deal. The Kia is taking care of it. My foot's not moving. Of course, I'm covering the brake just in case. You can't trust technology too much all the time, but in this Optima's case right here, it's doing just fine. Basically, keeping me at 20 miles an hour unless there's something slowing down ahead. Now I can go ahead and change it up to, let's say, 55 miles an hour, because I think that's about the fastest I could go on this road. But it doesn't matter. Right now I'm doing about 19, and it's going to keep me a safe distance according to the space cushion I set. You do that right here, and you go ahead and press it, and this is going to give me a bigger space cushion, keep me farther away from the car in front of me. I prefer to have it on the minimum setting, but look, I'm being cut off here. Doesn't matter, because the Kia again just puts on the brakes. Adaptive cruise control. I would pay any price for it as an option. It's just so convenient, and it really is luxury brought to a whole different level. There's nothing as luxurious as just sitting back and letting your car drive for you. Another great luxury to me is Sirius Xm Radio. I've got all my presets. I can scroll through them here very easily, and it's excellent. No problem. Easy to program, easy to get to your favorites, change between them, no problem. They've really done an excellent job of laying out the entertainment screen in this Kia Optima. Another great thing about the Kia Optima here is that 57% of the parts are made in America, including the entire engine and transmission, plus final assembly happens in America too. And that means American jobs. Good news. Also good news is the warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles for the powertrain, and 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty with 5 years of roadside assistance too. Very nice. Now, I've always said about Kia and Hyundai and the Korean manufacturers in general, they do a really good job of copying the best of all of the other automakers to really come up with their own product, and the Kia Optima here is no exception. The entertainment screen, excellent. The steering, excellent. They've worked to improve that also with this new 2016 version. It's not on par with, say, a BMW M Series in terms of feedback and sort of driving fun, but this is a plenty quick sedan, and it's going to be more than enough for most people. Basically, every way that you interact with this car, whether you're sitting in the luxurious heated and cooled seats, or operating the ventilation system or the panoramic sunroof, it really is very nicely executed, and that's a big compliment. Now, that being said, of course, the Kia is not a BMW. It's not a Lexus. It's not an Acura. It's not an Infiniti. It doesn't have the prestige of those other cars, but what it does have is everything you want in a car, really, without the boastful nameplate. But with this Kia Optima here, you really are getting an excellent sedan with really the best levels of luxury offered today, the best levels of safety today, and certainly one of the best warranties out there too. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to me on YouTube. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I'm Drivin' Ivan.